Hi, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. My name is Tina. Today we're doing another collective read. So let's see what we got for the collective. What do we have? Let's start with one of the Gateway of Light activation oracle. Let's see what we got from here. Whoa, there's one. All right. We got two of them. So we'll see what happens. So basically, the first one, it's called Anunnaki Light Codes. It talks about energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. So end of a cycle is what's really popping out for me for this collective, because after we have the end of cycle, it'll be the Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. Okay, so after the end of the cycle, which has been the last however many years, you can do your own research, and now we're going into new cycles, future thinking. So let's put this down here, get a little bit of the definition, just so you have an idea what was and what it's going towards. And some people are still in the what was, because they're finalizing things. Things in their own life, lessons they needed to learn, or something that they needed to really put something to rest, or really gain the full understanding and have clarity. Once that's done, you can move on to the next thing that is part of you, which is recalling your power, remembering who you are, and what to do with it for our future. Okay, so let's see what we got. First, it's page 46, which is 4 plus 6 equals 10, which reduces down to a number 1. So it's an end of a cycle and a new beginning. So let's go see what it says on page 46. Ooh. Went a little too far here. Okay. Page 46. Alright, let's see what the message is. Great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you are willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you are wondering what is the best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. So nice. And the other one is the next one, which is the Arcturian light codes. Nice. And the message for that one is, once you finish this cycle, you can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you have been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. Alright, so those are the first two cards for the messages for the collective at this moment. So, as old structures are being dismantled, new ones are being built. So you always replace something with something better. And that's within you and your internal structure as well when you want to create change. It just doesn't happen from one day to the next, but the process can start now. So what do we have from the tarot? Ooh, there's a few here. Handle it with grace and remember your self-care while you're going through all these changes. What else? Are these the same as before? Same messages as before, but it's just repeating in a different way. Look at things differently. See things from all kinds of different perspectives. See how you feel. Don't always look at it the way it's always been. Look at it differently. The Hangman is the second one. Remember to create that balance within you. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Or if you prefer, you could say your nurturing side and your protective side. And then the opportunities that come up, lead them with your passion. Go forward in those new opportunities with your passion. If you do something without passion, it's like empty. If you do something with your passion, it becomes something. What else do we got here? From the Moon Goddess Oracle, what do we have for this collective? Two of them. Boundaries. Remember to set healthy boundaries. When you were closing off an old cycle, and those things will try to come back in your life because there was still a residual momentum going on within you. Remember to reinforce the boundaries, that if you said no to those things, you continuously say no to those things as they appear and recognize them for what they are. You could put filters up and say, I only allow this kind of information or this kind of energy or this kind of interaction to come towards me. That's recalling your power. And the other one is focus. Focus on the things that you do want. Not so much on what you don't want, because then you'll give it power. So focus on the things that you do want, regardless of how chaotic or weird that the outer world looks like. Let's see what you could be focusing on as well as part of your healing or something to work on or to be aware of. Renewal. Focus on the renewal part of you. The boundaries that you set for yourself is going to create a type of renewal, because when you set those boundaries, that energy is not allowed to come into you. So it opened up a space for it to be filled with good energies, and because that's all you're allowing, right? So then it creates a new sense of renewal within you. Let's see what else we got. Or is it just that? It's just that. Focus on the renewal. Focus on the legacy you want to leave. Is it the same old you want to give to the world, or is it something new? Something maybe innovative. What do we have to ground the experience? From the earth shot, from the earth. It's the earth. It's from these cards here. The Earth Wisdom Oracle, I do believe. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. I call them my green cards. That could be significant for some of you. Focus on the new if you're working to getting your green card. So those are things that are just coming through. What else do we have for this collective? Okay, one stayed. Perception. Your perception matters. The way you see things. Try to realize if some of your perception is based in fear. What's the root of this perception? How did it come about? Trace it. Did it come from intuition? Did it come from fear? Did it come from past experience and you picked up and it was a limiting belief and then it became your perception? Or is it actually you're seeing things for what is? See things, see through things. Try to, like, not saying you got x-ray eyes, but it's like use your sense of perception. Perception is not just what you see with your eyes, it's how you feel when you see those things as well. It's using all of your senses almost. So allow your intuition to guide you through this. See things for what they are and not what you'd like them to be. However, focus on what you're creating as a goal of something you'd like to see. It's a mind twist, I know. For now, focus on you and what you need to do for yourself and just how can you take the next step. You don't have to think about all the steps. It's just going to be too overwhelming to think about all the steps at the same time. So start with one. What's that first step? Be more practical. Take a practical approach with yourself. And try different methods. Give them a bit of time and see how that works. Okay? So this has been your reading collective. This is Tina from Cosmic Turtles. And we'll see you next time.